So I had somebody into me yesterday, and within about a half an hour of a conversation, they offered me half of their business, and it really sent my head spinning. And I went on this big rant that I want to share with yourselves. Don't give half your business away to some stranger that you've just met. And don't give your business away. So many entrepreneurs are working their asses off to get themselves going in business, and the very second they get themselves going, they're selling out, or they're selling themselves short. And whether that's raising finance unnecessarily, or partnering up with people that they really don't know as well as they should, hoping that they'll solve all their problems, when in actual fact, in a lot of cases, they actually create more problems than they solve. So for me, I really had to talk about this because I don't think it's talked about enough. And I think people suffer really, really badly from it. Recently, I saw a friend who was left with no alternative but to literally just shut their business down and start elsewhere because they brought in a partner that they couldn't work with after a year and a half. I've seen other businesses that have raised finance and joined an accelerator and got others involved to the point where they just own none of their business, and in fact they're almost like this glorified slave to their investors. And I don't think people think about that enough. I think people think that raising investment is this massive sign of accomplishment, or as I said, growing their numbers, and whether that's partnering up or other is a great sign of success, and it's not necessarily. Now, of course, this whole video is open to interpretation, but I just wanted to push this out there as a warning, and push this out there as almost a stress to so many entrepreneurs. Don't think that in partnering up, somebody will solve all your problems. Actually, don't be afraid to take a step back from your business, pat yourself on the back and say, wow, you've got things this far. The next few years are going to be seriously exciting. What can we do together? And that's you talking to yourself. I genuinely talk to myself a lot of the time saying, this is really exciting, Jamie. What are we going to do together from here? And I think, that mental play of actually looking after yourself and appreciating yourself and building your own confidence is so, so important. And certainly thinking somebody else is going to solve all your problems isn't the solution. Actually working on yourself that bit more is the solution in so many cases. Of course, as I said, open to interpretation, but this is my slant. And separately then, when it comes to the investment piece, I just think people really, really need to know their money inside out, and people need to think about investment. Thinking about it in terms of, is it necessary or not? Sometimes when you're written a big check, it's very, very hard to turn that down. But the other thing is that sometimes when you've got too much money in your bank account, you'll spend money stupidly. And you might not actually solve your problems, you'll just throw money at it. And it's only when the money is gone that you actually solve the problems. So oftentimes in business, money isn't the solution. Actually just solving the problems is the solution. And oftentimes those problems can't be solved with money. Actually, money makes those problems all the more complicated to solve. Anyway, just a thought. It's all on my mind after that chat yesterday. And she walked out. I didn't walk out with half her business. I think she walked out all the stronger for it, and I think she'll be all the more successful as a result. So hopefully that same result can be there for you too.